iHeartZalia's Gaming is now PlayZalia.
Can you feel it? The kingdom's magic, it's changing somehow. As if everything has been knocked off kilter. I've cast spell after spell in hopes of fixing it, but they're not having nearly as much of an effect as I'd like. This doesn't bode well at all, not one little bit.
Ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Insolent fools, up until now, my curses may have been thwarted, but no longer, for this spell is different than the others. This curse will steal away the dreams of everyone in the kingdom, transforming it into the place where nightmares come true.
Was that Maleficent or Miss Plificent?
I think I saw both, because you're watching PlayZalia's always free-to-play coverage of Disney Magic Kingdoms. My dad and I are playing the Season 8 Tower Challenge. This used the event groups.
Whoa, Azealia, don't bury the lead here.
This challenge made it clear that the DMK developers are making game updates in response to my channel.
Sounds ridiculous, but it's true. They've either watched at least 2 of our videos or seen some info passed on by somebody who's watched these videos.
But before we get going, please take a few seconds to press like now so you don't forget or miss your chance at the end of the video. If we don't get enough likes, YouTube won't let other people know this video exists. They'll just keep suggesting the big channel's boring videos about spending their sponsors' money. Let's start with the important part, the two of us strangely being important enough for the developers to change the game to try to stop us.
I'm going to play some short pieces of old videos for context. Imagine having a sort of Magic Kingdom's hot tub time machine that can let us undo decisions, and then see if doing something else first will give us a different result. For example, suppose that we could have gotten Naveen in a Princess and the Frog legendary chest, or a hot chocolate stand and large elixir ingot in a creepy chest. These experiments will tell us that if we go back in the Magic Kingdom's hot tub time machine and get a Little Mermaid legendary chest first, this won't change the creepy chest. We'd still get the same hot chocolate stand and large elixir ingot, but the Princess and the Frog legendary chest would be different, and we might get a different result, such as Tiana. And before you go bug us about how we should have taken Jafar, Ursula, and Scar for 150 gems each, note that it's so easy for us to get these 3 for 60 gems each that we already have gotten all 3 of them for 60. In 2024, it was definitely 25 of 31 legendary chests at 30% off, i.e. 42 gems. 6 of the newer chests were the full 60 gems: Luca, Pinocchio, Robin Hood, Up, Soul, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Azealia got 6 chests in the sale, all on New Year's Day. The first was Kakamora Boat from Moana. Then she got the legendary Baymax from Big Hero 6. Third was Ruins of the Ancient Kingdom from Brave. Then she got another legendary, Moana. Fifth, she got Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And her last chest got her Locke from The Nightmare Before Christmas. On January 2nd, the first chest had Pua from Moana. And with the last chest, I got my 299th character, the legendary Hector Rivera. Unsurprisingly, the Cobalt chest also can be used to manipulate the Tower Challenge chests. We tested this on the Sapphire, Ruby, and Delightful chests. I assume this also works on the Gold and Platinum chests, but I didn't have enough Maleficent coins to test Gold, and I don't care about Platinum. Azealia got 2 Sapphire chests and used this to get Tigger and Eudora instead of characters such as Luca, which she didn't like. We only hinted around at how the Magic Kingdom's hot tub time machine worked, but we discussed how the legendary chests for different event groups are linked together. And we showed that people can get a bunch of attractions and characters, including legendaries, if they use the time machine and bounce from one type of legendary chest to another.
We were also very explicit about how Cobalt chests shift to Sapphire, Ruby, and Gold chests in Tower Challenges.
And then April Fool's Day came and they started showing this, which is about going back from the late 2023 system to the late 2022 system.
This makes it so you can't do what we did in the New Year's video because you don't have enough options at a time to optimize the path that well.
This change already happened, but we knew it wasn't an April Fool's joke because they were already doing the big heads they do every year.
And you didn't think this was about us. You said we were too small time and this was probably to try to get people to buy more legendary chests with real money.
But then the Tower Challenge came and I had 3 options in my gold chest: Yoda, the Child, and Kylo Ren. I got Yoda and went back in the time machine to watch a Cobalt chest ad and try again, which got me Yoda. I did several more tests over the next few days, trying to shift off Yoda with more Cobalt chests and even Sapphire chests. This got me Yoda, Yoda, and more Yoda, making it clear that they unlinked gold chests from the other chests since the Season 7 Tower Challenge and our video.
This was the 4th Tower Challenge with the Sword character test, and they waited until we made a video about it. That is not a coincidence.
Anyway, the Chapter 1 feature character was Maid Marian, and the other characters were Bo Peep, Goofy, Robin Hood, Fairy Godmother, Prince John, Celia May, Drizella Tremaine, Woody, Randall Boggs, Sir Hiss, Tinkerbell, Forky, Boo, Buzz Lightyear, Little John, and Ham. The explorations had Kingdom Story characters and Wreck-It Ralph characters, just like the explorations in Chapters 2 and 3. The refreshes had Mickey's Fun Wheel, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, King Arthur Carousel, and Sea Serpent Swing in Slot 1, with BuzzTube, Sherwood Forest, and Nottingham in Slot 2. There was a Lilo and Stitch Legendary chest at Milestone 4, which paid me out Stitch's Great Escape. Then I got the Attraction Enchantment chest at Milestone 5 and placed second on the leaderboard.
Humph, hardly a setback at all. That spell was merely a taste of what's to come.
Ha ha, good show, good show. The forces of evil may be on the rise, but they're no match for us.
The Chapter 2 feature character was Joomba, and the other characters were Flynn, Fauna, Stitch, Tinkerbell, Judy Hopps, Wendy Darling, Woody, Lilo, Angel, Cinderella, Jack Sparrow, Mowgli, Mickey Mouse, Nani, Thumper, and Maximus. The refreshes had the Internet, Ohana, and Stitch's Great Escape. There was a Beauty and the Beast Legendary chest at Milestone 4, which paid me out the drink concession LeFou's Brew stand. I got the Attraction Enchantment chest at Milestone 5 again, but this time finished number 1 on the leaderboard and got a Death Star balloon stand. Our 101 Dalmatians Tower Challenge video is linked in the description. This is really our Tower Challenge tutorial and includes coverage of explorations. This includes how previous chapters' explorations are still available if you didn't finish them, and how you get either a Radiant chest or a trap of 3 Shadow Spirits with every 3rd exploration launched. We also said free-to-plays can run 2 explorations at a time, but it's actually 2 per chapter. By Chapter 3, you can be running 6 explorations at a time, 2 on the Chapter 3 tab, 2 on the Chapter 2 tab, and 2 on the Chapter 1 tab. A lot of the same characters show up in all 3 chapters, so when you're picking an exploration to run, you have to try to avoid situations where you can't run a character because he or she is running an exploration in another chapter. Also, note that the multiples of 3 for Radiant chests or Shadow Spirits are chapter specific and apply at the start of an exploration run. However, Shadow Spirits triggered in one chapter will trap all 3 chapters. I like finishing explorations early so I don't have to deal with this, but if you are dealing with it, you should count explorations launched in each chapter so you can run the ones that won't trigger Shadow Spirits before the ones that might trigger Shadow Spirits. The last thing I want to mention about explorations is that the Star Wars Challenge made these better for free-to-plays. There were 5 Tower Challenges before this one, and the 4 previous ones all required that season's Kingdom Pass character in all exploration chapters: Prince Ahmed, Flutterflam, Henry Jones Sr., and 22. This Tower Challenge's explorations were actually possible for free-to-plays to finish, and I did finish them all.
Impossible, how could I have? No matter, we shall see how they fare against all the powers of the underworld.
Blow me to Bermuda, what a performance! At this rate, we'll have swept away this new curse in no time.
The Chapter 3 feature character was Chip, and the other characters were Lady, Ham, Cuzco, Gaston, Miko, Belle, Goofy, Shere Khan, Isma, Mickey Mouse, Trusty, Lumiere, Cinderella, Beast, Penny, and Archimedes. The refreshes had Niceland, Belle's House, Gaston's Tavern, and Slaughter Race. There was a Wreck-It Ralph Legendary chest at Milestone 4, which paid me out the decoration Sugar Rush Arcade. And I got the Attraction Enchantment chest at Milestone 5, defeating Maleficent in all 3 chapters. I got number 1 on the leaderboard again and received the legendary Chewbacca Chocolate Cupcake stand. In the shop, the Sapphire, Ruby, and Gold chests were filled with a combined 16 Star Wars characters, 14 of which were not in the Star Wars Legendary chests at the time. The most surprising parts of this were that they made Emperor Palpatine an epic and Moff Gideon a legendary. You can see in our video for the Return of the Jedi event that Emperor Palpatine was the ending character in a short event, which should make him legendary like Carl Fredricksen or Joe Gardner. Meanwhile, Moff Gideon was the starting character in the same event, which should make him common like Russell or Dorothy Williams. You can also see in our Honeybees video that Moff was in the first Yellow Ribbon chest, which is for commons. I already mentioned that I only had 1 choice in my gold chest, so I got Yoda. I also got Poe from the Sapphire chest. Azalea got 3 Sapphire chests with Imperial Stormtrooper, Fennec Shand, and Luke Skywalker. As for other stuff in the shop, the platinum chests were back, but the delightful chests were gone after only one tower challenge. And the costume switched to Luke Skywalker's Bespin costume, making this the first tower event shop I can remember with a costume that wasn't for Mickey Mouse.
No, this cannot be. This kingdom has not seen the last of me. I will return, and I will not rest until I have destroyed every dream in the land.
Good heavens, can it be? You've bested the curse outright. Why I'm overjoyed is what I am. Thanks to you, the kingdom's dreams have never been bigger or happier.
You bested that challenge, but can you defeat Miss Maleficent?
I will curse you with annoying commercials.
Charge.
Why charge when you can use our $25 gift cards?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.